Aloha, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I hope this finds you in an absolutely amazing space, no matter where you're listening to me from, be it night, day. I just hope that it's going well for you. I want to talk a little bit about self love. Self love seems to be one of the hardest topics that we can get into for ourselves. It all begins there, man. Any relationship that you have with your family, your friends, your partners, it begins with your self-love. And if you don't have this self-love, then it opens up all kind of different energy fields for you. It begins to bring in the low vibration people, the low vibration attitudes of others, the low vibration circumstances because you don't have that love. You're having a hard time manifesting things for yourself because of the love. We can think it and be it all day long, but until we master that self love, nothing's going to happen. Because if you don't have the self love, you're walking in doubt. You're always walking in doubt. It's leaving holes within you that you don't even see. Self love can be difficult sometimes for a lot of people that have gone through different traumas in their life. There's so many traumas. I'm not going to get into them, but unless you begin that healing process and first beginning to love yourself, it's going to be a difficult road. And social media has really hampered the self-love movement for yourself because you're trying to get those clicks, you're trying to get those likes. How come no one's looking at my food? And how come this person's getting this? And how the young people of today seem to be immersed in that, and the self-love is out the window. And when I say young, I'm not just talking teens. I'm talking about those that are in their 20s, even some 30s. They're so worried about clickbait. You should be worrying about loving yourself to where none of this matters to you. You're here, you're listening to this, and that's one good step because we're going to talk about loving you. And that's the main thing, man. It's not having self-love just leads to all kinds of destruction. It leads to just all these negative things, man. Love yourself before you can get in a fulfilling and promising relationship with a partner. If you don't love yourself, that love is not going to be there. If you have this amazing friendship with someone, if you don't love yourself first, that friendship is going to kind of be, you know what I mean? Yet the other person may try to help you love yourself. They may recognize it in you and you shy away, but you need to accept it. You really need to accept the help of someone that is trying to tell you you need to love yourself. And I'm going to keep saying, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, because you really need to stand in front of a mirror each morning or sometime during the day, even while you're driving, reminding yourself to love yourself. Say it. I love me. Can you honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you? It can feel strange. It can feel funny, but you should do that. Give yourself that test. Do you love yourself? It all stems from there. Because once you begin to do that and recognize that, the world's going to open for you. You're going to absolutely have zero fucks. That is where it begins. Because when people present something to you that is of a low vibe, you're going to recognize it and learn to move away saying, that's not fulfilling for me. That's not going to increase my self-worth. It's going to bring me down to a vibration that I don't want to be a part of. All I'm trying to do is enjoy this life with all of its trials and its tribulations and everything that's out there. The world is full of it, the negative energies. If I'm loving myself, I can walk away from that. I know that I can walk away. Sometimes that walk may not be easy, but in the long run that you're going to come out on the other side. And that's the goal of all of this. By putting yourself first, loving yourself first, watch what happens. Everything is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. You have this strength because you've sealed those holes that were leaking, where low vibration and bad frequency and bad energy, bad people can actually attack, because that's how your body's reacting to it. Your body knows if you love yourself. If you're not loving yourself, you're probably sick. You have some illnesses going on. You have some inflammation going on. because it's not feeling that love. And the thing is, you're out searching for other people's approval and other people's love to try and fill that hole, to fill that gap. You need it. It's like nicotine, it's like a drug. You need other people's approval and you need other people's love to feel, to be fulfilled. But if you're loving yourself first, you don't need that. Yes, having people's appreciation and having others' love is an amazing feeling. Now, just imagine if you're loving yourself, it doubles. It absolutely doubles. But if you're going to leave yourself wide open and not do the work that it takes for past traumas and things like that, then, I don't know what to tell you. I really, really don't. You can't keep searching when the answer is right there in front of you. And you know it because you think about it. Well, if I could just do this or if I could just do that. No, just do it. Think about, I am going to do this. I am going to get better at this. I am going to trust myself. I am going to love myself. And everything around me, my entire environment is going to thrive. Instead of me sitting down in a chair, I go to work as and I try to joke around with my friends, or I just sit there in silence. I'm changing that. I'm going to change that. I can't do it anymore. Instead of just sitting around at work, sitting around when you come home, eating, comfort eating, watching TV. Then you watch the news, and that just piles on. But you have to trust yourself too. You really have to trust yourself that number one, it is good for you, that you are going to get through it and you're going to come out of this in an absolutely high vibration, amazing space. And then the world is going to show itself to you. Your world, the outer world, everything is going to be there, man. And it's just going to be like a aha moment. And you're going to enjoy these new budding relationships. You're going to get away from the things that were around you when you were in that low vibration space of non-love. Things are just going to start working. You're going to give two shits what you see on social media, or if someone's liking your post. You're going to do social media for its true purpose. It's social. You're going to share some things, interact with some people, meet some people, end up meeting them in person, and who knows, form some lifelong relationships instead of being out there showing abs, ass, constantly, food pics, sales, courses. You'll be able to just see it and scroll right past it. This isn't a social media bash fest or anything like that. I could do a whole show, and this, I could do a whole show on social media. We all use it. We all use it for different things. I'll come right out and say, I use it to connect with friends from way back, connect with new friends, to learn new things. I'm always scouring for new stuff and to promote my show in my businesses. But I'm not here selling you a course and bombarding you. There are some people that is all they do, is try to sell you an event, sell you a course. You don't see what's happening in their life. It's all about a course. That's a whole nother show. But you'll be able to go on there and not letting that thing affect you. You'll be going on there for, again, truly what it is, being social. And you'll feel good about it. And you're not going to worry about likes or what people say about you. When the day comes, and we don't know when that is, when that day comes, when everything is said and done, you've lived this life and you close your eyes for good, and you have a service, if that's what you're having, a memorial, no matter what it is, I can guarantee you no one's going to talk to each other about your social media following. They're not going to do that. They're not going to want, well, this person got a shitload of likes and everyone loved them. And oh my God, they were an influencer. You know what I mean? They're not going to talk about that. They're going to talk about your legacy. And hopefully they're going to talk about how much you loved yourself, how much you lived life and you enjoyed life, and you were an amazing around people, that your vibration was high, no negativity in your life, and you try to inspire others. That's what they're going to talk about, your legacy. If you don't work on this stuff now, man, they're going to be talking about, God, they were sad. You'll have those, I wish I was there, which is bullshit. That's on them. But they're going to talk about that. Man, I wish they would have smiled more. We tried to get them to go out and they wouldn't go out. We tried to get them involved in something and they wouldn't do it. We tried to introduce them to different people for a possible relationship, or to help them build their relationship with their current family, friends, and partners. What do you want? I know you're not going to be there. There's those, that have that negative vibe and saying, well, Jack, you know what? I'm not going to be here, so it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter to you. Yeah, you're gone. Your energy's still there because they're talking about it. And I would rather my legacy continue on for my family and my friends to have made an impact on their lives just because I felt whole inside. And we need to do this. You need to think about how you're living your life. It's not about money. Well, I can't go live the life I desire because I don't have money. You woke up today. It's an amazing slate. Each minute, make that minute valuable to you. Impress yourself with it. Take a damn walk. Go to a park. Forget your friends for a minute. Just go to a park and walk the trails. Go hiking. You will meet someone along the way. New people, new friends, new interactions, new love. Do those things instead of just, oh man, no one likes me and I can't do this. No, man, we all love you, but you got to love yourself and show it. You'll glow. You will absolutely glow. Patch those holes. Patch those holes. Look inward for a change. You know what I mean? Instead of outward all the time. Again, life is there. I mention that on virtually every topic that I cover in every episode. Life is there and I get it. Life can keep throwing shit. The way you avoid it is you step out of the way. You duck. You know that it's coming. You begin to learn those lessons, hopefully, to when you recognize it's coming, you can start stepping away and the shit's not there anymore. We place ourselves in every single moment. Think about it. Well, this person just did that to me. There are things that will happen, but most of the time I'm talking about the stuff like, oh, my bills, I'm late on this. This. You shouldn't have got yourself into that situation. Overextend yourself. I can go on, but if you could just turn inward, begin to love yourself. I've said it so many times. Things can change. They absolutely can. And it is a journey and it is a process. And I'm not going to say it can't happen overnight because it can actually, but I'm not saying that it is going to. If you have these past traumas, I have a previous episode that you can go and listen to that talks about that, dealing with your traumas. And as rough and as messy as those traumas are, no matter how deep they are and how painful they are, you still have to confront them. If you're ever going to move on to that space, you need to confront them. But loving yourself first is a great start because when you can care for yourself, embrace yourself, and hold yourself, it makes it a lot easier to go in those traumas and to understand that those traumas are not you. They never were you. It was something else that caused that. It was someone else that inflicted those things. They're not you. That's someone else's bullshit. Loving yourself, treating yourself absolutely amazing will allow you to go into any situation a lot stronger. Trust me, it really, really will. I've done it. A friend of mine had told me you need to love yourself. That's where I learned about standing in front of a mirror, driving in a car for 7 minutes straight, repeating, I love myself. Sounds crazy, but I've done it. And I still do it from time to time. When I begin to feel that doubt, I'll look in the mirror, truthfully look in the mirror, analyze myself and say it, and it helps. It really, really does. Look, I'm not perfect. No one is, we're perfectly created, imperfect people. And we have to understand that. But we need to move within our space in love. Treat everyone else with love because we don't know what they're going through. But love yourself. I can't say it enough. Hope you enjoyed this episode, man. Please share it. You can subscribe to this on YouTube, on Life Illuminated Podcast. It's there. These are on YouTube as well. It's on Spotify and virtually anywhere you listen to a podcast. Please share it. Someone might need it. Someone absolutely might need this today. And I hope it was you. So anyway, you guys take care. Until the next episode, peace and aloha, everyone.